I think one of the things that makes me smile when I think back to my education is the time between classes. We'd all go out and kick a hacky sack around and you know, get rid of a little extra energy and steam that way. And there's just a great sense of community amongst and camaraderie amongst the students. And so that's what I think of fondly when I think back to my education.
My fondest memory of going to school at the university is graduation. It's a tough program. But also the conversations I have with professors. I don't know if it's a memory, but I love being able to call my old teachers and discuss cases, and always that willingness of them to support, you know, 11, 12 years past graduation.
One of my fondest memories would have to be being a Canadian in the United States. We have a little Canadian club, is I think what we used to call it, is just a lot of us would get homesick, even though we were quite close to home still, but we'd, you know, take turns on who's bringing what back from Canada when we were visiting. So that's a really fond memory for me, is, you know, bringing back a bulk load of Smarties, things like that for people. I kept that really dear in my heart, and you go through everybody, the entire course with everybody in your class. So it's a pretty intense 3 to 4 year program where you're like a little family away from home. So that's a really fond memory I have.
I come here for continuing education or for meetings, and sometimes I'll walk into Hampton Hall to H1 there, and my eyes just always right away go to 2 spots. Number 1 is the exact seat that I sat in for like the first day of orientation and everything like that. Then the other place is the row that I sat in like every day for all my classes, and I remember the 5 or 6 people that I always sat around. And so those are some of my fondest memories, was just being in those classes. And chiropractic school is challenging and tough, and so you really make a lot of good bonds and relationships just because everybody is struggling the same.